Right.
So she's gonna look
Don't
around for a trap.
don't move in yet. I'll let you
No,
look
I'm looking
around.
around. Yeah.
Wait, hold on. I just want to try something. Can I like? Okay, no, that's a lot of things. I'll try that later. Let's try to see if I can make like a macro if I click on like a person's token if I could just make it roll perception secretly instead of having to go into people's
Yeah.
sheets. I'll set something up later. Searching the floor, searching the walls, searching what. Well, there really isn't much of a ceiling left. Melia doesn't feel like she spots anything that could be similar to a trap. If there were any like cracked tiles, would be filled in by moss, so probably the mechanisms would be ruined. There's no trailings of thread or silk across the pathway, so it's not a tripwire.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Just in case, let me go first.
Alright, agree.
I'll start heading towards the door, essentially going a straight line straight up. But as I go, out of my pack, I pull out a series of poles, connect them all together. Boom, 10-foot pole, and I just start testing the floors ahead of myself, just to make sure.
I can tell you now, you'll find another floral seems stable. While you're doing that, Caden, these two are searching up north. Mr. Madamute has been dragging a corpse down south. Are you up to anything in particular?
Caden's kind of looking around, watching what everyone else is doing. Still kind of a little bit like his first adventure, not sure what he should be doing.
Could you give me a perception check, considering you said you're looking around?
Yeah. Not that Caden has the best senses, but
Well, you might get lucky. You can hear sounds now that you're starting to wander slightly east. Sounds coming from this door. And actually, more notably, there's a hole in the wall over here that seems to lead into the same room.
someone down here.
It could be where the other ones fled to. I guess we should probably check it out before we head further down this door. We don't want to get caught from behind. But as soon as I've got the pole out, I'll just sort of 10-foot pole, tap the door a couple of times, make sure that doesn't explode if it's touched.
Yes, you die instantly. No, this door is fairly sturdy, however. There's not like much give when you push it.
Right, disassemble the pole, stick it back in the pack, and back out again.
And sideline, just checking, you're just leaving the maggot down here to munch?
Yep.
Okay. Munch, munch, munch.
You're doing good so far, pat pat.
Caden does not look convinced.
You haven't caught fire yet, you're doing a good job.
Speaking of fire, Tinder.
Oh god.
And Caden. In the far distance, you can see the smoking body of a kobold lying, having clambered up the shore, but is now pretty much burning to death. Well, is dead and burning.
You mean a gremlin?
Gremlin, yes. Wait, what did I say?
Kobold.
Kobold. Go kobold on the brain. No, over here. You can see a burning gremlin.
What the hell set that on fire?
I didn't do it.
No, you're electric. Maybe the boss? He could have gotten bad news and fried him.
Well, I suppose we should take it up with the manager, right?
I guess so. Door or hole? Or both? At least one route's probably trapped.
Could go one each.
That's what I'm thinking. Which do you want?
I'll take the door.
Alright. Where's Mrs. Meadowmuse gone?
Oh,
Yes,
she's just looking at the door more.
Yeah, but if the boss man's in here, well, could probably use help.
Amelia.
Sweetie, come on.
I'll be over in a sec. Just one
Okay.
quick thing.
Now that you're a little bit closer to the door, after Tinder having secured it, I suppose, there is a faint pulse of magic, actually. And now that you're paying more attention, it appears to be leaching through the stone of this place, but is largely concentrated on up here.
Oh, there's something magical up here, but God damn,
More
that door's covered.
specifically, it's both. It seems to be structural. It's in the floor, it's in the walls, and to some extent, it's on the door as well.
Oh.
As Mr. Midmuse now is like, sweetie. That's a bad impression.
It
Come on,
really
Gordon, let's go
was.
back.
That was
Yeah,
terrible.
tell 'em.
You should be
Oh,
ashamed.
hey,
Yeah. What?
important thing.
Yeah.
There's magic in the structures.
Like in the
The wall,
stones?
yeah, in the walls and the walls and the floors. There's a lot of up there specifically. I think someone's building something.
Well, has built something. I mean, this place is fairly
Yes.
old.
Well, no, I think it's a bit more.
Reason?
Well, yes, given she points at the feeling or gestures
point,
at the
actually.
feeling all around her. Yeah, this started recently, and you know it. So
Maybe something reawoke. Maybe some ancient magic has decided to actually finally kick in.
maybe so. What are you guys doing over here?
Oh,
Anyway,
voice. We can look into your thing in a minute. Voices down here. Possibly the whatever boss they were talking about.
Right.
These seem to lead into the same room, so we're going to catch them in between.
All right, sure.
Kaiden, I'll go first. Wait until either I yell or you start hearing me being hit,
All right.
and I'll sort of poking my head around the corner.
Ender. It appears that whatever happened in this room many years ago, it caused both the ceiling to collapse and the floor to collapse inwards. You can see what appears to be a big muddy pit with lots of fungi and bugs crawling around, and then there are a bunch of mitflits fighting, or not quite, tooth and nail fighting each other, but for more like wrestling, as one of them holds up a very shiny grub and goes, hee, it's me. As you're judging from body language.
I am so confused. They're like fighting over food or what? Okay, I'm just going to sort of back out again and come over, looking very confused, and he'll lower his voice and say, "I saw at least 4, expecting more like 6, maybe 8. There's like a big soil pit in there, and they're fighting each other over maggots. Not sure if they're just fighting for food or whether it's more pets or what, but yeah,
Might be a leadership ritual.
Yeah,
possibly. One of them did have like a. I'm hesitant to call it a particularly fine specimen of maggot because it's a maggot, but he seemed particularly happy that he had it.
I personally, it's of my opinion, we should just leave him to it.
I mean, my fear is that we'll get, if going through that door triggers an alarm or something, then we'll get caught between whatever's in there and these guys.
Well, they clearly don't like it, so why would they come up there and investigate?
Did they seem to have any interesting items or anything?
Mac, did I say
they meant to have
anything?
some of our stuff.
Nothing in particular, at least nothing that immediately caught your eye. If you had any magical gear, or if you had anything that seemed particularly well made, that could have been covered by the mud and made it.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see magic, and there was a lot of mud in there. They were kind of caked in it, but I didn't see anything that was particularly shiny. But then I don't exactly know what you guys are missing either.
Quite a bit. I'm gonna take a peek.
Okay, I'll come on. I won't get within view of them again, but I'm standing by just in case.
I'm stealthing.
Give me a stealth. They are distracted, of course. Mr. Medimuse. It appears being short is very advantageous when you're, quite far above someone as you prowl.
Does it look any... I want to take a perception. Does it look like anything of importance in here?
Have a look-see.
Ugh.
It stinks in here. No. No, it doesn't kind of look like anything importance in here, beyond the, of course, presence of potentially dangerous creatures themselves.
Yeah, no, I don't think we care.
I mean, I'll go with group consensus, but don't blame me if it bites us in the arse later.
Well, yeah, I think we should just investigate whatever the magic stuff is. I think that is what we're here for, after all, right?
We're, yeah, if it's connected, if we think it might be connected to whatever's going on, yeah.
Awakened old magic. I think that's right up our alley.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? Door's much better for me anyway. I want to deal with some grubby gremlins in the mud.
Yeah, I don't really either.
Yeah, let them have fun with their maggots. I want to see what's up with the building.
Hmm.
Only problem is there's a door. It's
Uh,
a stronger door, so I don't think I can actually use magic to open this one.
I'll try to give it a knock.
Hold on a second.
Try not to be too loud, please.
I
Yeah,
won't.
just try opening it first. Don't try and break it down immediately.
Nope,
Yeah.
be gentle.
Because none of us actually tested if it was locked. All I did was tap it with a stick.
As Nook attempts to open the door, it doesn't feel locked, but it definitely feels as if like perhaps something behind it is like keeping it like forced closed.
I think there's a chair.
Of course.
Like someone pressed up a chair against the wall.
How
The door.
well is the door pushed to the bottom? Like, how far up is the door from the bottom of the floor? What's the gap like?
Not much of a gap. Maybe like how big's an inch?
An inch.
2.5.
The length of your last digit of your thumb.
Wait, hold on. I have a ruler here. Yeah, not even an inch. I'd say like maybe like only like a centimeter, maybe like a centimeter and a half.
Oh, good. So
Don't you love
like,
it when they just mix measuring systems?
like hand width for me, or for a pixie, about as thick as my hand. Then.
And you can definitely, especially for you,
Or
you can
arm,
take a peek
probably.
underneath and have a look.
Yeah, you know what? Amelia's gonna do that. She's gonna. Whoop, be right back, Corgo. Yeah.
The first thing you find is it is dark in there.
Bugger.
Do you want me to light
She's
it up?
going to. No, I got it. She's gonna cast light on a stick and just shove it under the door.
Okay. Amelia, you don't really see anything in there. You can just barely see the beginning of what appears to be like maybe a staircase on the far side of a room, and what appears to be a couple of weeds growing like near where the like seams of the tiles are. Actually, scratch that. As you move the light about, one thing catches your eye. There's some kind of wetness in the middle of the room.
Oh, there's what? Like a puddle, goop. Damn things. Wish I had a bottle.
I can get some lights spread out in that room.
Yeah, sure. I could actually do with some dancing lights here. Go
Right,
for it.
I'm gonna wedge in right next to my wife, sort of snuggle in there, and I'm gonna cast dancing lights and sort of spread them out through the room.
Fair enough. The room is more lit up. Yeah, now with the room being more lit up, you can definitely tell that it's just largely empty. There's no creatures or anything in here. But now the issue more is your angle of viewing. You can't really get a good view of what the thing in the middle of the floor is, but you can definitely tell, yeah, that does appear to be like a fairly tall staircase going up, considering you can't see like, or rather, you can see like supports running along the wall for it.
Oh, this might be the base of the lighthouse.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Was the lighthouse that close to this building, J-Mac?
The lighthouse was part of the ruin, yes.
Oh, it was connected. Right, so I was imagining it sort of further away.
I feel like. Wait, hold on. Where did I save this image?
Yeah, it's fine. I understand now.
Is the door barred, I assume?
No, strangely. It doesn't look like anything on this side. On the other side is like, or at least you can't see any like legs of chairs or like something propped up to like hold it closed.
Yeah, well, it could still just be a wooden bar across the middle of the door, but you can't see that.
Well, it's not a chair, at least.
Hmm.
No one just shoved something up against it. I think it's been purposely locked or something like that.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go out this crack here, and I'm gonna go around the outside and see if there's any gaps in the walls, like there is everywhere else.
Don't get eaten.
I'll try not to.
I wouldn't count on that though, just because the magic that I'm feeling here.
Oh, you think it would actually support all the stones too?
Oh yeah, no, the magic's in the walls.
Sure, I'll trust you on that one then.
From what you can see under the door, it's before you lit up things in there, it was pitch black, correct?
Yeah.
there's no cracks in the walls then. You would see the light shafts coming in.
Suppose that's true too.
Yep, also true.
All right, let's go somewhere else then. Not in the pit because I have no interest in doing that.
Well,
Show me to the other doors then.
there's many doors, or there is outside again. Any preferences?
I mean, left seems good.
Hayden, a door lies before you.
We'll break into that room once we're a little bit more secure with our environment. We don't want to just start researching and then get stabbed in the back, right?
Yeah, I know.
Entirely what I
Exciting,
was
magical
saying.
strangeness. I think that is where we're
We're
supposed to be
delving
going.
101.
Caden just opens the door.
Sure. Are you? I will remind you. All the doors essentially here, bar the one that you found that's like still kind of in good condition, will fall apart if you basically touch them. Are you opening this door carefully, or are you letting it fall?
I mean, he'll try to open it carefully. He doesn't want to create tons of noise, but
Fair enough. As you do the shimmy.
The shimmy shimmy shake.
I'll hand the rotten door backwards.
Oh, okay.
And I'll just prop it up against the wall. I'm thoroughly confused by what you're doing with the fog of war.
That's the door. But it isn't actually attached to the door.
Right.
Caden, it appears this. Was this maybe perhaps a dining room at one point? Either way, it appears that the ceiling fell in, collapsed, and, well, much less of a dining room at this point.
It looks clear. Does it just lead up to like upper floor that doesn't exist anymore, or are we talking straight out to the sky?
Here it would be straight out to the sky.
Yeah, looks like there might have been another building out to the northwest. You can just about see the walls through the window. And more doors. Here. Looks like that room to below us, where the entrance where you're standing, Kaiden. Looks like the external walls broken. At some point, you can get in from outside.
I'm going to have to pause you. Mr. Meadowmuse,
Yeah.
Damn it, Jay.
as you walk...
I meant damn it
Wow.
sideline, but it sort of automatically defaulted to you because you were the one talking.
I see how loved I am here. As Nook walks closer to a pile of rubble in the center of the room, were you doing anything with it, or maybe perhaps just looking at it?
Kick a plank.
As Nook kicks a plank, Caden, Tinder, you're both vaguely aligned with divine and spiritual. Actually, and Mr. Meadowmuse is primal. You're all vaguely aligned with spiritual sorts of traditions. Immediately, the temperature in this room drops, and the light seems to grow dim. As Mr. Meadowmuse, you watch six kobolds, ephemeral and shimmery, burst out of the rubble towards you, reaching with their claws and cutting at you.
Damn it!
No, this is not an encounter. This is a haunt. Give me a second. I had to quickly read. Is this a will save or is this an attack? Yes. Mr. Meadowmuse, Caden, and Tinder, can I have a will save from each of you as these kobolds reach out and they almost seem to be afraid, but they reach out for you and inadvertently cut you with their claws. Tinder, you pass.
I will save, you said.
Yes. Mr. Meadowmuse, you fail.
Okay.
Just double checking something.
Like also fails.
Well, I just take whatever's the worst because
Oh, okay. In which case, it's just a flat fail. No crit fail.
Okay, that's not terrible.
If it is important, this is an emotion, enchantment, fear, and mental effect.
Actually, I had to check because I don't remember if I had it yet, but I get resistance to anything that's non-divine.
Oh.
Yeah, so. Important. Okay, so we'll.
You're good. We shall go from the bottom up, which is Mr. Meadowmuse fails. Mr. Meadowmuse, this is so shocking, surprisingly. You almost feel the deep instinctual need to flee as you become confused for one round and you're frightened too.
oh dear.
Hayden, Tinder, you're perhaps a little bit more used to spiritual sources, and this doesn't surprise you as much. You're both frightened one.
Which means
Now it's an initiative. Basically, you take a -1 to a bunch of shit. And then after your turn ends, the condition reduces by 1.
Considering
I
you're
don't
going to
have-
shake him to one turn, effectively.
I don't have a token for this because it's technically not like a thing you hit.
annoyingly
this
there's. Oh, there's frightened. There we go. Frightened 1. There is a
I'll just
condition
drop a
for it.
ghost. I'll just drop a
Which
ghost.
does auto recalculate stuff for you.
It does.
Ghost. Oh wait, they added afflictions to Pathfinder 2?
Yeah.
Poggers.
If you take a look on my sheet, you'll see on the right hand side the frightened condition is now there on my sheet.
Yep, mine too.
Right hands. Oh, right.
also
That
press a
bit
button.
I never pay attention to.
No, you said I'm frightened, or
You're frightened 2, confused for 1 round.
okay.
As the kobolds surge around the room, and this is now a pseudo initiative.
And they sort of form one giant person.
Not quite. This is just what I'm using to represent.
Oh, god
so I
damn
don't
it.
have anything particularly good
Apparently I just got my fucking head stuck in the window, and Caden's with me.
for it. You were both kind of looking away from the middle of the room when this happened.
Like, I was getting ready to just open this door.
Yeah, I know I should have had my 10-foot pole out at all times.
Bigby, you alive?
Bigby.
we
There
go.
it
I
is.
got it. Should probably switch over to actually being Melia.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. As the spirits take initiative, they only take. Actually, did they only take 1 action? Or yeah, they only take 1 action. The swarm of kobolds, in particular, almost fan out, and after a moment, they seem to find a target. 1 is Tinder, 2 is Mr. Medimuse/Nick, 3 is Caden.
Haha, hello.
As the kobolds rush you, and they don't actually touch you, but they move through you, and suddenly you feel confused, and more in particular, you feel as if someone's done a great misjustice to you. I need you to make me a will save, please.
Fuck you.
You take half this. No, not d20.
Yes, please don't
take
D20 me.
You
Fucking
take
hell.
4 points of mental damage as the mental dissonance just fills your head, and oh, you have a bit of a headache now.
Just a little bit of blood from his nose. It's like, ugh, I hate these things.
Amelia,
Are you muted again?
I muted myself again. Damn it.
baby.
It's like, I'm seeing you moving and you weren't
Thing,
saying
yeah.
anything.
Cargo's just gonna step gently and like Melia's like, oh, that's a spooky thing. I wonder what you do. What are you up
Strangely
to?
enough, as Amelia gets closer, you notice it doesn't pay any attention to you.
Oh. Ooh, you're focused on other things. What are you though? She's gonna try and identify it.
Go for it. It is a religion. Or unless you
Oh,
or
religion.
I guess also a cult works for this.
Cultism works? Cool. I have both, but I'm gonna go with occultism because it's better.
Oh, big
Also,
B.
god damn it. I can't roll anything but 11s.
Yeah, you've been rolling so low today.
So many 11s.
I can give you this. This is not necessarily like, oh, this is 6 ghosts we need to fight. This is a haunt.
Mhm.
More specifically, haunts have very specific conditions on which they activate, and I got my finger stuck. And very specific conditions in which they'll keep activated or ongoing. If you manage to circumvent these conditions, then this thing should just disappear for now.
What did I even do to it?
Meadowmuse disturbed the rubble. They must be buried under there.
What'd you
No
do?
kick to plank. No kick to plank.
Then get out of there. It'll settle back
working on
down.
it.
Jeez. All right, fine. You're don't even have anything I can do to help here. So just gonna like
when I was saying gravity pulls a good spell?
but I don't have that.
I know. I love
Yeah.
the idea of it.
Yeah, no, it would be great, but no, sadly I've just got air bubble and I think Raven Feeblement? Yeah, Raven Feeblement. Well, I can't think of anything else to do with my actions, so I'm just gonna donate my actions to charity. I've got 2 of them.
Gotcha. Charity
And
bank
just
increased.
sort of waving, get back over here now.
Mr. Meadowmuse, you're confused. I don't actually know how that applies to both you and Nook.
It is the summoner. The summoner takes precedence.
Yeah. So,
I guess you kind of control each other, so
yeah,
makes sense.
I guess we're both gonna sort of lash out at the monsters that are attacking us.
Let's see. Use all your actions to strike or cast offensive cantrips. Your targets are determined randomly by the GM. Let's see. Wait, does that mean you can also hit allies or?
Yes, because
Yeah.
Okay. One, you
com-
hit 10.
It's confusion after all.
Yes.
Yep, you can also move to hit a target that's within reach. And if there's no viable targets, you hit yourself.
It is up to you what form of attack you're wishing to make. However, I will say, depending on who you're next to, kind of dictate like what sort of dice roll, or if yours even is a dice roll to see who you hit.
Metamuse will use Produce Flame, and Nook will swing twice.
Okay, let's see. So, Tinder's 1. The ghosts are. There's 6 of them. I'll say we count as 3 creatures. So 2, 3, 4. Caden is 5, and Melia is 6. So first attack, your Produce Flame, Tinder.
Yeah,
Nook's
Mr.
thing.
Metamuse sort of waves his hand, and sort of this,
Tinder. Sorry, continue.
he sort of waves his hand, and then like the mirage heat waves that come off like surfaces of like car
Actually.
hoods and stuff like that sort of runs through the room. There's no flame in Metamuse's Produce Flame. It's just this beam of hot air, essentially.
Microwave.
Whoa.
Do I get a save against that, or is it just...
Nope,
oh no,
it's
it's
just
an
an attack
attack. Right, well, you miss.
You only have a +1?
No, I
Wait.
done wrong.
Also, frightened 2 -2.
That's also true, actually.
Yeah. Never mind. Yeah, that we should have a +4 to that, but
Okay. Either way, the microwave misses. And I realised Nick could only hit who's next to him. So 1, 2, 3 is Ghost, 4 is Caden. Ghost and Caden. This is at a minus. Does he also accumulate your multiple attack penalty, or?
he does.
So this is at a minus 10 because you attacked, he attacked. Misses both.
Just
spin
spinning
goes-
around and flailing everywhere.
Like those inflatable arm men that you get at the cars.
I was somewhat imagining though, just in Metamuse's house, someone has turned the blender on.
Yeah.
God. As thankfully nobody is hurt by Mr. Medamuse. You can attempt a DC 11 to recover from your confusion, and your frightened goes down by 1.
Fact check. Fact check.
Flat check, flat check.
Click.
Your brain clears. Your thoughts are now your own.
Yay!
Oh, ghostly kobolds.
They may still be screaming, but they're at least your own screaming.
Dang! Hallucinations.
I mean, get them out of here, Caden. Right, looking at this thing, this collection of ghostly kobolds that is spinning around the room, the rubble, anything that I can see sticking out of the rubble, is there any way I can get a clue into how to settle this haunt down? Is it simply a case of leaving it the fuck alone, or is there something we have to do in this room to settle it?
Tinder, your god is... I forgot her name. Adine?
Adine? Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Let's see. Edicts. Keep your counsel, follow your heart, appreciate a warm hearth, and defend those who welcome you into their home. Is there anything...
Adanyi.
Adanyi. Your experience as a champion of Adanyi and her edicts, looking at these kobolds, they're afraid. Someone is... well, basically they are headless chickens right now, running around frightened. It could be possible for you to kill them into shape, the cowardly creatures they are. Alternatively, you have some amount of religious experience. Perhaps one of your prayers could put their souls to rest.
Well, I am bad at diplomacy.
This
but
in particular would be
oh, intimidate. I mean, that's what I meant.
Okay.
But thanks to my frightened, well, no, my intimidate and my religion are actually both just as bad as each other. But I think the religious prayer to try and put the souls at rest, that would be more him. He's not a big shouty, I'm going to fucking make you do what I want kind of character. He's more, let's put these souls to rest. Sadly, he doesn't know any kobold funeral rites. But he knows some from his own culture, his own religion. And he can attempt to not literally bless the area, but bless the area. Let them say how they're going to go to the great dragon in the sky and get all the treasure they want and shit like that.
Yeah.
They just have to calm down and let themselves go, let themselves take the natural path that needs to be taken. I forget. Hero points, do we get one every session?
Yep.
Yes.
Should I re-roll that? That's a flat 10. I doubt a 12 will be enough to do anything in this situation. But I could get worse, I could get better. It's
That's
literally the
that's
most
really-
middle roll I could have gotten.
Well, it's up to you.
What's Big B typing? Fuck it. This is an important moment for him. I'm going to re-roll that and pray. Slightly better.
Slightly better.
Praying helps with religious stuff.
It's a 1 per session plus 3.
True. Tinder, as you start to speak more of a kobold's language, yes, the great dragon in the sky, many treasures, many happiness. Some of them start to calm down, but they're still kind of manic. However, I'll tell you now, you can reduce another person in this room's frightened by 1, as some of the kobolds begin to calm down and they start to feel less panicked themselves.
I will reduce Kaiden's frightened by 1, so he's now not frightened. And essentially relay to him what the plan is, calm them down, convince their spirits to let go, and we won't have to fight this. It will just dissipate on its own, and we'll release their souls back into whatever afterlife they want. You can't do that, just protect the rest of them. Oh shit, I've still got like 2 more actions, don't I?
Save it takes 2 actions. You have an action.
An action. I don't particularly want to lay on hands myself quite yet, because I'd be wasting a single point. You know what I'm like for that. I think I'm just going to sort of donate my action. There's not really anything I can do with it.
Fair enough. Caden,
And I lose my fighting now.
yes. The only
Right.
person left frightened is Mr. Meadowmuse.
Huh. So admittedly, Caden's never had to deal with actual ghosts or anything, but
Yeah, as much as Otari is rife with rumors about ghosts, never met a ghost.
so at this point he's mostly trying to remember back now to religious teachings that he was taught, passed down to him. But following Uncle Taran's plan, I suppose. Try to calm down the kobolds.
Combined power of prayer.
Sure, I can attempt to give prayers for the kobolds.
Hame. Hame.
Yeah, we'll see.
Maybe a Kamehameha. You never know. We haven't had the 20. Oh, we have had the 20 this session, actually.
You just always have to do that slightly bit better than me, don't you?
Anything you can do, I can do.
It's like
better.
literally
I can do
every single
anything
thing we've done
better than
together,
you.
he's done slightly better than me.
I use both of the plus 2.
You're getting worn out, old man. The new generation's here.
Well, I am like
Okay.
fucking 20 years older than him or something.
Getting worn out, old man. Rolls 1 higher. Caden, between you and Tinder, the spirits start to calm. And slowly, ever so slowly, we gather back up into the rubble, where now you can see the bones of kobolds lying intermixed with all the rubble.
That's... Damn
Mr.
it! You
Meadowmuse, the fear disappears.
kicked fucking kobold bones.
I'm sorry, I didn't see them. I didn't mean it. Nook's a bit clumsy.
Pay closer attention.
I will.
It's fine. These things happen. We were able to deal with it. If we have time before we leave, I'll give them a proper burial so anyone else who comes here doesn't have the same issue.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
And I think the kobolds would probably like that.
Yeah. You guys okay?
Fine. I was a bit startled by hallucinations of suddenly being crushed by the ceiling, but you know.
Also, you kind of threw fire at Tinder.
Yeah, it was the one time it actually missed though, so hey, no, nothing bad there.
Unlike
Sorry,
that,
sir.
unlike that time down in Katapesh.
We don't talk about the time down in Katapesh.
I think we need to talk about the time out in Katapesh soon.
We
Anyways,
have important business to do first.
I think we should actually make an attempt to do our job and go investigate that tower.
We still don't have a way through that door.
Well, we could always just have
Yeah.
Nook open it up.
I mean, it's just like this.
If we-
room
if-
also clear?
Let's just have a quick look through this one, seeing as we're already here, and then we can look for ways into that other door.
Okay, sure.
Yeah,
I will investigate this way.
I open the door.
As we do the door tango, and you move it to the side. There's a lot. Oh wait, you can't see it.
I'm gonna open this door too. So.
That is doing all sorts of dancing with the.
Buzzer, did I fuck? No, it should be. Wait, hold on. Jesus, hold on, sideline.
I didn't mean it. I meant to shit.
I keep saying stop being so impatient, sideline.
No. It's a character flaw. I'm sorry.
As you can look into this room, it is, well, shocker oh shocker, more rubble, but more specifically the wall to the west is broken down with a half-eaten body of a giant frog, almost as if it is trying to escape into this room, perhaps.
Something got one of those slimy things?
You.
Oh no, that looks more like a normal frog.
Is it a slurk or no?
Oh no,
it's
that's
just-
not a slurk.
This is the
Okay.
regular giant frog.
Yeah, I think that thing was getting eaten by slurks, though. Yeah.
Hayden,
Mm-hmm.
as you get closer to the body, you notice the skin is moving.
Maggots.
It's wriggling.
Yeah, don't
That's-
touch it.
Yeah, careful.
Unfortunately, well, you haven't touched it yet. They have noticed you, as two maggots burst through the corpse. Wait, this one should be over here. Blech.
Ugh. Yeah.
Want more pets, Medamuse?
No, but I can get him to calm down, hopefully.
I'll give you a chance before we decide.
Whoa
tasty
there,
food.
whoa. We're not after your food. Carry on. You see you have a lot of growing to do. We just passing through.
Yeah, it's true. Most of the things like this do start indifferent to him, so.
Well, give it to the diplomatist.
One moment. I'm no
After
longer
fresh meat.
frightened.
You're no longer frightened.
Refresh character card. Is there a button for that?
I didn't. I know. I didn't have any issues with that. I literally just lowered it down to 0 and then took it off.
Why am I continuing to be lowered then?
Did you actually lower it to 0 before taking it off?
Yeah, I did. Why?
Yeah, why do you have this one?
That's weird.
Maybe try putting frightened on again and then take it off.
I did.
Okay. But just roll it. I know it's supposed to be one higher. No, they're looking pretty hungry, and this is fresh meat. Fresh meat is kind of, a little new dish now.
I would like to use a
Perhaps
hero
you have-
point.
Go for it.
14.
14.
Like I said, it's once per session plus 3.
And you're not entirely wrong. They wriggle. Look
We'll
to
back
each other.
off. We'll back off.
Mr. Medamuse, they, in their very limited capacity, speak one word. Meat. Give meat. Give me meat.
Okay. They're saying they want more.
I don't have another frog.
I got it. We'll be right back. Just back up, you two.
Do they let us back up?
Yes. As Mr. Medamuse goes, hold on. And I assume you're going to grab the corpses.
Nook is gonna sort of football carry two of these things and just sort of
Sure.
bring them over. There you go,
I'm
bud.
Blech.
Fresh new meat.
As we get to munching.
God, he's good at dealing with these things.
Yeah, trust me, fighting them would actually be a lot more disgusting than actually having to converse with them.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I'll
I've
take
stuck
your
a
word
staff
on
in
that.
a few of them, and they're.
They
ugh.
have a bit of a penchant for taking their insides into being outsides to digest you early.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't want to think on that.
Yeah, they're nasty as hell.
Oh, yes.
I presume this is another room with like barely any ceiling and stairs not going anywhere.
Yeah, the stairs appear to lead to nowhere. A floor that is long since passed.
Nook will take the opportunity to open this door.
Okay. Pause, please.
The room explodes. Good job.
No. However,
Oh, different bug.
Ooh.
another creature that has been hearing, oh, other things are getting to eat. A giant fly, which unfortunately does not appear to be of the talkative sort, pretty much immediately buzzes towards Nook.
Found Mom. Come
First, you can
on.
always try and talk to him, but
Hey! We're not talking, I got a decent initiative roll.
Smart!
Though annoyingly, you're stood right in the way!
Come on.
First time I roll actually good.
actually, Mr. Meadowmuse, you notice that, this giant fly, something feels odd about it, as it speaks the same words that you heard before down at the docks.
It's coming! It's coming!
It's coming, it's coming, it's coming, it's here, it's here. Oh wait, I need to roll, I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
Right.
Also, could you kick Corgo off of initiative? He's supposed to be on
No.
mine initiative.
I love him, he remains. Never mind.
Bye, Corgo.
Why don't you love me, Mom?
Don't worry, I love you enough. You're right here.
Disgusting. I don't want to think about the implication. Go, Bigby, go. Actually, hold on. Pause, Bigby, pause. I'm going to go to the bathroom really quick.
Okay.
Close the character card and open it again. Does that refresh it?
Really annoying that the one time I rolled well on initiative, I'm gonna have to delay anyway.
Yeah, I know. I kind of designed Nook to not get in your guys' way, but
And then promptly got in the way.
yeah.
Okay, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Go, baby, go. Wait, is everyone else back, actually?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think. Sideline?
Yep.
Okay. I was
Sorry, I'm having to go
translate.
through all of my temporary things and change them back to 0.
Gotcha. Corgo, let's just sort of step back a little bit and then take me with you, and then I'm gonna just eat poison.
Once again, I don't want to point out that. Oh, right, yeah, I keep forgetting that it doesn't double reach, it gives it a 30 foot.
Yeah, it adds 30 feet to it.
Bigby, I have to be real sorry. You're doing a very good job at picking a lot of creatures like strong DCs. Actually, wait, never mind. This isn't too bad. This isn't too great.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Damn it, J-Mac.
Success takes half the initial and persistence, so 1 and 1.
Yep. So it takes.
Oh wait, no. 2.
No, it takes 2 and 1. But that 1 is persistent, meaning that
And it needs to make a flat DC 15 to get rid of?
on its turn, I believe. I actually don't
Yeah.
know the entire rules for.
If you could, please go look them up.
I'm
'Cause
going to look up the rules for persistent damage.
Thank you. Which I believe that was 3 actions. No, 2. Reach, Puff of Poison would be 2. Corgo moving would be his 1.
Yeah, I
You have
actually
1
didn't
action
realize
left.
Puff Poison was 1 action. Huh. But you know what? I might as well just cast Shield then.
Sure, you're safe.
Yeah,
Maybe
because I
please
forgot
for
I
the love
have
of
that.
God enable the thingy which shortens the length of your
I
notes.
thought I did. Why is it not doing that?
There we go. It's the limit height of notes and description rule template.
Where's that?
I've already enabled it. It's in roles general
Ah.
options.
Oh, I thought I did that already. My bad.
That's fine.
But yeah, there you go.
D&D.